Hey guys, Chris here. Fake Sagan, smooth terrorist, whatever. I'm back, at least for one video. Do you guys remember about 10 years ago when I was going through my battle with the YouTube staff? They kept banning my accounts and censoring my videos, and I was saying all that wacky stuff about how, hey, these social media companies like YouTube and Facebook and Twitter, they kind of function like public utilities. It's sort of a communication infrastructure like the phone lines and radio waves. So shouldn't we push for regulation, and shouldn't they have to respect your First Amendment rights and all that wacky stuff I was saying? And everybody laughed, and they were going like, "Oh, fake Sagan, your butt hurt because you got banned. Private corporation can do whatever they want. If you talk shit in my house, I can ask you to leave." Remember when I kept on saying, you know, we gotta fight for free speech on here before it's too late. Remember that? Well, I'm here today to bring you a different message in 2018. It's too late. It's too late. Yep. We lost that one. Alex Jones got the axe across 4 different social media platforms at 3 a.m. Yeah. Disappeared down the memory hole. And, yeah, the Orwell parallels just don't stop. I mean, not only did he disappear down the memory hole, but now they're kind of rewriting history and saying that he was a Holocaust denier and like this big racist. And I don't remember him ever saying anything about the Holocaust not happening. I don't remember him ever saying anything white supremacist one time ever. But that's like the story that's being pushed now, right? And you can't check the facts because all his videos are gone. So who knows? Maybe he said a bunch of shit about the Jews. Who knows? You don't know. You can't prove it. They took those videos down because how hateful they were. You know? It's, Big Brother rewriting history through those telescreens. Double plus good. Man, that guy's been doing what he does for a long time, too. Did Alex Jones infiltrate Bohemian Grove and talk about it on his radio program in like the early 80s? That guy's like the father of the alternative media. You know, Julian Assange wasn't even a twinkle in his daddy's eye. I mean, it's crazy to think that we don't have gay frogs anymore. No more brain force, no more super male vitality, no more Alexa Pure filter. Buy my filters! No more of that. It's all gone. Yeah. But who cares? Because he was just a crazy clown, right? Just goofy guy talking about gay frogs. His free speech doesn't matter. He's an object of ridicule. Everybody point and laugh. Yeah. Yeah. Disconcerting times we live in, folks. Very disconcerting. Speaking of Julian Assange, that guy's dying now in the Ecuadorian embassy in London. He's rotting away like the man in the Iron Mask in some dank dungeon of the French Bastille, just withering away, his health deteriorating slowly as he's pursued for what? Swedish molestation charges against 2 adult women, which have been subsequently dropped, I think, or something. Being a journalist? I don't know. I mean, is he a traitor against the United States? No, because he's not a U.S. citizen. Fuck, let me think. Give me a second, guys. Julian Assange, crimes. He said bad stuff about the American government that made them feel all icky inside. I think that's illegal. I don't fucking know. I guess it's illegal to be a journalist, right? You ever listen to these CNN crybabies in the the press conferences with Sarah Huckabee Sanders? Freedom of the press. Oh, you're persecuting us. Where's my freedom of the press? You guys aren't the press. You don't report. It's access journalism, right? So they're more like publicists. You guys are like entertainers. There's no investigative journalism. Do they even have the means to investigate things anymore? It's not journalism. Julian Assange is a journalist, and he's dying for it. While the whole world talks about human rights in Syria and Crimea. No, but we just kill journalists slowly. Why don't you make videos anymore? 'Cause there's no point. I have nothing left to say. We lost. It's done. I'm you know, I can't ride down the street with my lantern screaming that the British are coming because they're here. The redcoats are fucking in your house now. It's over. There is no point for me to make these videos anymore. At this point, your best bet is to hunker down and get ready, and hopefully think of some kind of exit strategy. That's the best advice I can give. You know, politically, I've moved further to the right in recent years, and you could say that's the zeitgeist, like everybody's doing it, or it might just be something that happens with age. And yet I never supported the idea of the border wall with Mexico. I voted for Trump. Hate the wall idea. Hate it. Why? Aren't you worried about illegal immigration? Don't you think that's a problem? Sure I do. I do think it's a problem. Yeah. But that wall, it's going to end up keeping us in. I knew that from day one. Like the minute they suggested the idea, I was like, my mind instantly made this association with the Berlin Wall. So, okay, someday I'm going to be a refusenik. I mean, it was just a couple of years ago, the State Department raised the price of renouncing your U.S. citizenship. It used to be like some nominal fee, and now it's exorbitant for the average Joe. It's something like $20,000 to renounce your citizenship, which you have to do in order to get citizenship in a lot of foreign countries. So what the fuck is up with that? Were they hurting for revenue or something? I mean, how much do you think that gets generated by that right now? How many? What do you think the percentage of people are that are like renouncing their U.S. citizenship? That's got to be low as hell. So why raise it? Like what should generate a couple million? However, if we anticipate future events that could possibly or possibly not happen, you know, when everybody's like, well, I don't want to go too far out on a limb. A destitute peasant with no civil rights that's desperately trying to escape a dystopian USSR 2.0. And oh, sorry, sir, you don't have the necessary funds to leave. Border wall, build the wall. No thanks. No, thank you. No, I can do without a wall. I can do without a fence. Get me the fuck out of this hellhole. We're still a little bit behind the curve on censorship, though. Yeah, hell, in Europe, you can be sent to jail for making a pug dog do a Hitler salute, right? And the UN isn't happy about the the First Amendment in the United States. They don't like it. Those backwards Americans with their free speech, we got to bring them up to date with the times. We got to bring them in lockstep with the rest of the civilized world. What would happen if somebody had to hear a point of view they didn't agree with? I'd clutch my pearls. You know, where's the smelling salts and the fainting couch? Oh, swoon! Ah, what a nightmare that would be. Could you imagine if you had to hear some alt-right guy say words out of his mouth? Could you imagine what would happen then? It would be the end of civil. I mean, somebody would die over hurt feelings. You know, like some Holocaust survivor or somebody with melanin in their skin. They might just drop dead because they had to hear an opinion they didn't agree with. It would be the end of the fucking world. I mean, like fucking save us, UN. Send some peacekeeping forces into this hellhole and set these people straight. I'm living with a bunch of barbarians here. I'm scared. It's too much free speech. Too much. I don't like it. Yeah. Nowhere to run to, baby. Nowhere to hide. The hour is very late indeed. And the Greek historian Herodotus once said that the worst pain a man can suffer is to have insight into much and power over nothing. And I think he was actually thinking of a woman rather than a man. The Trojan princess Cassandra, who had the gift of prophecy. So see, the patron god of Troy was Apollo, the god of prophecy and archery, among other things. And he was in love with Cassandra, but she didn't reciprocate. So he gave her the gift of prophecy, but he gave her a curse that no one would ever believe anything she had to say. So she saw the fall of Troy. She saw the Greek invasion, and she had to watch impotently as it unfolded because nobody believed her. So why do I bring this up? I can identify. Not saying I'm psychic. Not saying I'm a genius. You don't need to be. Not every genius is a master chess player, you know? You can be really smart and suck at games of strategy. It takes a certain kind of intuition to understand power dynamics, see the moves ahead of time. Maybe I'm an idiot savant. Maybe I'm just an idiot. But I know one thing. When it comes to internet censorship, here on YouTube and elsewhere across the social media universe, I was right and a lot of you were wrong. And pretty soon here, you're going to start to feel lonely. Lonely, bored, and hopeless as you watch the discourse shrink smaller and smaller, as the narrative becomes more pared down, more narrow, more refined. you're going to begin asking yourself if there are any kindred spirits out there who think the way you do, or if you're all alone. You're going to wonder if Emmanuel Goldstein really exists, or if he's just one of Big Brother's tricks. You'll have no way to answer that question. Have a great day, guys. Keep it fake.